Hey guys, so I know it is still technically Poly Pride Day, but I'm going kayaking and spending quality time with my family tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my Pan Pride look today because I do want to celebrate every day this month. And so I'm gonna go ahead and upload that tonight. And hopefully you guys will forgive me for the fact that I'm gonna go ahead and take a family day and a personal day because I much need it. I've been working so hard, I'm getting overworked, so I need the personal day with my family. So, sorry about that in advance. But, as it is, the show must go on. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I have planned for a Pan Pride makeup, especially considering that is the other part of the community that I fit into. I have two sectors that I fit into. And it's always amazing to see where you guys fit in. I'd love you guys to comment down below if you're part of the community or if you're an ally. I will delete any rude comments, so there's fair warning to those who are going to be rude to the community. I don't care that you say we're going to hell. I don't care what you say. This is a safe space, and it's going to continue to be a safe space. But comment down below if you're a part of the community. Where are you in the spectrum? And if you're an ally, what showed you or who convinced you that being an ally and supporting the community was a good thing? And still keep commenting your questions down below, guys. I haven't gotten any for today, and I would love to answer your guys' questions, so please let me know them down below. But on to the makeup. Alright. So I'm using my foundations, and I don't list off what they are because I use two of them to match my skin tone. And they're both, well, this one's older, if you can't tell by the faded label. But, they're both meant to match my skin tone as closely as I can find. I don't find makeups that match my skin. Ever. Never really have, so unfortunately, I have to mix makeups to match my skin. So that's the only way I match it, is by doing that. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I always get one that's slightly darker and slightly lighter. And the lighter I have found, just for me at the least, with the ones that I keep getting, you have to like double up the amount compared to the darker one that you use. And I wasn't going to do any on my chin and my ears because I still have a little bit left over from today. But you know what? It's never bad to reapply because I have been at work. I just got out of work early. So, I got very lucky today. I work at FedEx, for those of you who are new to my channel and don't know. And we're working long shifts, especially me compared to my coworkers up in Smalls because I'm not on restrictions while majority of them are. So they get to go home at like 9 or 10 a night. I get to stay until 2 or 3 in the morning. So that's just the unfortunate truth that's behind that. But you know what? Make the worst of a bad situation, or make the best of the worst situation. Alright. And I'm just trying to get it a little bit all over the place because, you know, I do want it to be pretty even on there. And then just slopping up the rest of it that's on my hand because I have the time to. I'm not in a huge rush. I do still have to help out getting ready. And so I don't want to take forever getting this done. But my mom has already said she's not 100% ready to start taking kayak stuff down. And I don't blame her because some of that stuff's heavy. And what's not heavy is just awkward. And some of it's both. Like the wheels that we have for our kayaks to wheel them around where they need to go because they're big, heavy kayaks are just ridiculous. I hate the weight of those. But, you know, it could be worse. So I can't complain once again. Oh no. I'm getting makeup on my shirt. That's not the goal here. And I am trying to blend in my neck as best I can. Make sure you guys get your chin and your neck, because that's a dead giveaway that you're wearing makeup if your chin and neck are a completely different color than the rest of you. Alright. And now, concealer. And concealer is for the dark spots under your eyes, because I don't care who you are. You could be a model who gets 12 hours of sleep a night. You're gonna have dark circles under your eyes, whether it be from stress or lack of sleep or whatever. Everyone has dark circles under your eyes. There's no shame in that. So it's for that, and to highlight your nose and your forehead, and to, of course, conceal any blemishes that you believe exist on your body. I don't think you guys have any, but you know, that's my personal opinion. And I'm breaking out really badly. That's why I'm applying so much. I've been wearing enough makeup lately that I am unfortunately having a really, really bad breakout right now. And you know why? I keep forgetting to use my primer. And it's sitting next to me. It's not sitting right in front of me when my video starts though. I kind of tend to forget and just go into concealer and foundation and all of that. If you guys have a primer, use it. It'll save your skin so much. And I tend to put a little bit of the concealer on my chin just to highlight the area, and I tend to break out bad on my chin anyway. Like, I'm starting to break out there. I can see the breakout starting there. So yeah, I'm trying to cover up all of my little breakout spots that I see. I saw that one. Alright. I think I'm pretty well covered. If you guys saw my video from earlier today, my mom called me earlier. She did it because there was food in here. Or food at home. Correct that statement. Not in here, but because there's food. There was food at home. They had brought food and I had work. So they were letting me know that the food was here for me to come consume, which was nice of them. They did not have to get me food, and I appreciate the fact that they did, because you know, they take care of me really well. My mom and my stepdad are awesome, amazing individuals. Always make sure I'm taken care of and I have food and everything that I need. And if I can get a hold of it, I will first. If not, then I'll go to them and see if they have access to get a hold of it, and I'll pay them back in another way. Alright, there's that. And where did my bronzer go? Bronzer is my next step, but I think I forgot it, so hold on. And yeah, I'm pulling at my shirt and itching because I have a really bad bug bite right now. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it sucks. Okay. I found the bronzer. I did indeed grab it. I just don't have my glasses on, therefore I am blind. Alright. And bronzer, I have two brushes that I use for it, just because the way that I apply it. And I hold it off the side of my bed so that I don't get it all over my white sheets. But this is the bronzer that I use. Hold on, let me close that a little more. And so that you guys can actually see it. That is my bronzer. I use it every single... I either use that or one of them that I've been using recently in videos, if you guys want to go and check out some of my other videos and see that product too. But I just have two bronzers that I use on a regular basis. And with bronzer, you want to go along your jawline, along your hairline, and then you can suck it in your cheek, and it goes in the hollow of your cheek. And this is to help thin your face out, because it makes it appear like there's more shadows on your face than there actually is, because it's darker than your skin tone. And you always want to blend it. Make sure to blend, blend, blend. You don't want it to look like there's just hard lines. That's never a good idea. And I always blend onto my chin just lightly, just so that it looks like it's not a hard stop to the makeup. Alright, there's one step of bronzer. The second step requires a little bit finer tip of a brush because it's on your nose that I'm currently itching as best I can without actually taking makeup off, because I'm very itchy right now. I just came out of work and oh my god, do my allergies act up bad when I'm at work. Alright, so you want to get the bronzer on the little brush, and you're going to go the top of your nose, the middle of your nose, right along the bridge of it, and the edge of your nose, once again, right along the bridge of your nose. And you want to go from your eyebrow down and connect the 3 dots. And I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it brings a little extra shadow to my nose. And I did that because my ring light is really, really bright. And I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing with my makeup. Alright. And then just again, the same way on the other side. Dot, 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 and then connect. Connect the dots. For those of you who played lots of those as kids on the papers and stuff, you'll be awesome at this. And you'll notice how I haven't done anything with my eyebrows. I haven't covered them. I got very lucky. I got very blessed with very full, fairly good eyebrows. Therefore, I don't have to fill mine in. In fact, I might have to go through and trim them because they mess up my makeup a little bit. But because of that, I don't draw my eyebrows in. So you'll have to excuse the fact that I don't have a drawing in portion of your eyebrows. Alright, next is blush. And this blush particularly is the Mink colored blush by LA Colors. Very pretty pink, that I very much so like, but it is very, very bright pink. So I do want to be careful about how much of it I use, because it's very easy to get a lot of it on the brush and not realize it. And then right where you just put that bronzer, it's gonna go right over top of that underneath your cheekbone. Yep. Just like that. And again on the other side, just lightly pat. This is a very pigmented blush. Right over top of your bronzer. There you go. Alright, there's your blush. Now then, for the last thing before we set our face for the first time, because we do 2 steps of setting it, but for the last thing, sorry, I have a box cutter down there. I'm gonna go ahead and toss that. The miracles of a bra, huh, ladies? But, as it were, that's not important. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Blossom Glow highlight powder by Wet n Wild. I don't know how well you guys can see that, so that's why I'm doing it like this, to hopefully let you guys see it. And my little fan brush, and this is just a run-of-the-mill fan brush, and powdering it up. And I tend to do a lot just because I want to shine like the star I am, but you guys can do this. And then that just goes on your cheekbone, right above that blush you just did. And any excess I tend to put on my nose, right on the very center of my nose, so that it accentuates the fact that there's bronzer there. And again on the other side. Very quick, easy, simple. And that's all there is to highlight. Highlight is a very simple step. And now for the first time of setting it, we're going to use a setting powder, which is the CoverGirl Clean Professional. And I'm not tilting it up all the way because I've realized how much of a mess that tries to make on my bed when I do. Like that would have gotten on my bed had it not gotten on my laptop. I'll have to clean that up in a bit. It's alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and set this on top of my laptop, seeing as it's already dirty. And grab your powder brush and just spin it in your lid. Because normally your lid, as long as you've tipped it slightly or tipped it fully upside down for a second, will have enough powder in it. And then you just go ahead and it goes all over your face. Quick, easy, simple way to set your base makeup. Now then, where did my eyeshadow primer go? I bought this because I do plenty of eyeshadow in these looks. This is just a simple eyeshadow primer. I recommend it, but it is not a necessary step. I just do it because a lot of my makeup is in my eyeshadow. Alright. There's one. And here's two. And the eyeshadow primer is a little bit lighter. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know what was going on with my voice then. The eyeshadow primer is a little bit lighter than my skin. And then the rest of my makeup, that's okay because it lets the eyeshadow itself shine through like I want it to do. Because a lot of the times, if nothing else, the colors of the flags will be up in my eyes somewhere, at the least some of the colors of the flags. And this particular flag is the Pan Pride flag, so that makes it pink, yellow, and blue. And the pink could technically be your blush. If that's what you want to do. This one I'm going a little bit more loud because today I did do an in the closet look. And I understand that there's plenty of people still in the closet, and I will continue to do looks for those of you still in the closet on and off throughout the month. But I am out of the closet personally at home with this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a look that represents the fact that I am extremely blessed with the ability to be out of the closet. And I'm just getting my eyeshadow brushes out really quickly. It's just a very simple set of brushes, and I use 4 out of the 5 of them every day on my makeup. Alright, in this particular makeup, I'm only going to use this one, and this one. I'm only going to use 3 because I'm doing 3 colors, so I'm going to go ahead and use 3 brushes. So the first of the colors that I am doing is the pink. That is the first color in the flag. And I'm going to go ahead and do a very, very light pink. And just make sure to get plenty of that on my brush because I do want it to stand out. And about a third of the way in on my eye, I'm going to go ahead and draw a line down with the pink brush. And then draw the ankle that I want it to come in on my eye on. About like that today. I don't know how well you guys can see that. And then fill it in. And yes, I'm going up to my eyebrow. It is 100% fine. And as soon as you're happy with the amount of color, because this one's fairly pigmented, it doesn't take very much, you're going to want to go ahead and do the same exact thing on the other side. So grab your palette. And for this one, because I did not introduce it, I'm using my normal NYX Ultimate palette that I use on a fairly regular basis. Hold on a second, I've been texted by my mom. Not by my mom. I'm going to answer them when I get done. I thought it was by my mom. It is not. It is by two of my coworkers. I will answer them as soon as I'm finished with my makeup. Because this is coming first. Alright, and I'm just going to mimic it the exact same on the opposite side, even though that's the backwards of the flag. So I'm going to go ahead and do a third of the way in. Roughly. And then draw the angle at which I want it to come in, which is once again about like that, and then fill it in. And if the area is a little bit larger on one side than the other, that's okay. No harm, no foul in them not being 100% exact replicates of the other. That is an allowable thing. Because, you know, we're not 100% replicates of one another. Alright, and then brush number 2, we're going to go ahead and use this kind of angled brush. And we're going to do our yellow, because that's the next color in the flag. And so we're just going to make sure that there's plenty of yellow on here. And this brush happens to pick up color really well, so that's perfect for this. Then we're going to go the next third in and draw the line down, as you can see. And draw the line in between the yellow and the pink, just so that you don't cross over on accident, because I almost did that the last time I did not draw the line. You can see that in another video. And then go ahead and fill it in. Just fill it in with the color. And I'm doing this because I can't sit directly right here or else I get blinded by my ring light. And I'm also trying to let you guys see close up what I'm doing. So this lets me look in my mirror, see what I'm doing, not be blinded by my ring light, and allows you guys to look at it. And when it's filled in, you mimic it on the other side. And when I say I'm out of the closet here, because there is some clarification that's needed in that, yes, technically I'm out of the closet. Technically, my mom also doesn't believe my sexuality exists. So, as much as I am out of the closet, I'm kind of not at the same time, because my mom just doesn't believe that I exist. Which hurts a fair bit. Because you know what? When I claimed to be bisexual, she was 100% there and 100% for it. And then I mentioned something about being pan. And I mentioned there being a difference. And she's like, there's no difference. You are gay, straight, or bi. There is no in between. And you are a guy or a girl. There is no in between. Of course, trans exist, but that is it. And I'm like, that's invalidating a fair portion of my community. So that one hurt a little bit to hear, but it let me see her worldviews and see how I have to handle how things are gonna go. So we'll go from there. I'm blowing that off because I don't want makeup all over my bed. And then we're going to use this final brush. And we're going to go ahead and use a little bit darker of a blue this time, because both the other colors are very light and bright. And we kind of want to counter that a little bit. And that last third that you've been saving, you're just going to go ahead and fill it right on in, which should not take very much at all. Like this. And then just go ahead and get a little bit more on your brush, because you shouldn't have used up all of it quite, but you probably used up enough of it that you need to get a little refresh on it. And do the same on the other eye. If I sit trying to do it directly in front of the camera, I kind of get shadowed. So I have to do it sitting like this. It's fine though. Alright, there you go. And that's the eyeshadow. And then I'm going to use the same 3 brushes, and we're going to do a little something something on our cheeks. Because again, I am very blessed to be able to be out of the closet, so I'm going to go ahead and put my colors on my cheek. There's blue. And I'm going from the bottom up this time. Because it lets me see where the bottom of it is. This yellow does not want to show up very well on my blush. But you know, I decided as a little bit of a last minute addition to do the flag because I have the ability to do such, and I am proud to be me. So I'm going ahead and showing that off. There we go. I'm fairly happy with how that is. And now for the pink. And I'm just doing the length of each of the brushes. And I used the blue as a base for how big the flag was going to be. And I'm now mimicking that length on the yellow and the pink. And technically, if you search it on Wikipedia or on Google and you put in pan flag colors, it says magenta, yellow, and blue, and cyan. But you know, modern day terms, it's just pink, yellow, and blue. No need to go all fancy crazy with the colors. Alright. And now for the last part, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a lip thing. And it's going to be, again, pink, yellow, and blue because, again, I'm very, very blessed to be able to be out of the closet. So we're going to go about a third of the way in. Draw a line down. Fill in after it. And lipstick is still one of those things that I'm working on. I'm not the best at it yet. And I'm aware of this fact. But it is what it is. No complaints from me, so, you know. Alright, and then, hold on, because I need to test my yellows. I don't remember. Oh, that's an eyeshadow. So that tells me which is which. And this is a simple lip color. And again, I'm not listing them off because just use what you have at home. I have a lot of products here because I've been accumulating them, but not everyone is so lucky to have what I have. And I'm aware of this fact. And I don't want you guys to feel like you have to go out and use these specific products to get this look. Because you can get something that is pretty much this look with different products. And most people wouldn't be able to know the difference. I only listed the palette because it is the palette and the blush because they're just two that I use all the time on a regular basis, and they're ones that I know for a fact work. Any product that I listed, it's because I am recommending purchase of it because I know and you guys can see how well it works. And you know, my makeup lasts through work besides whatever is on my forehead. So if that doesn't tell you how good these products are, that my makeup is lasting through a day at FedEx, then I don't know what will. Alright, and the final one is the blue. And my lips don't always last at work, unfortunately. There we go. There it is. And I'm pretty happy with this one because, you know, it shows the fact that I am out of the closet and I am in a safe place where I am. So, I wish one day that all members of the community can be in a safe spot like this. Unfortunately, right now, it's just not realistic. It is something that a lot of people aim towards and a lot of people want to happen, so I really hope that it does happen. But that's it for this video, guys. It was a simple, easy video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and for those of you who are out of the closet like me, I hope you guys take inspiration from this. And even if you just take the eyes or just take the lips, I hope you guys do something off of this look. And, you know, if you do, I have an Instagram, I have a TikTok, and I hope that you guys will let me know. I'll go ahead and put my TikTok in the description if you guys are interested. I hope you guys have a good day though, and everyone stays safe during Pride Month. Even if you're in the closet, whether you're in the closet or out, just be safe, guys. Don't risk yourselves right now. Have a good one.